What's up, gamers? Welcome back to part 5 of my Alan Wake 2 playthrough. So yeah, like we ended the last episode at this kind of ritual site. So we're picking up where we left off, obviously, and then we're going to be heading into the Parliament Towers, I believe, which is where Alan stayed with Alice um, back when they lived in New York, of course, long, long time ago. Um, so before we jump in, I just want to really quick say that like I've kind of like processed everything that happened in the last episode. So I believe everything involving like this cult, like the cult of the word and the torchbearers and everything, is all part of Alan's like kind of fictional narrative within the Dark Place, trying to kind of write this story in order to essentially progress, in order to kind of like regain his memories, regain his sense of self, and to try and find a way to escape eventually. So all of this stuff that we've seen with the torchbearers and like the cult of the word, burning them alive and everything, all this stuff um, is part of like Alan's fictional story, and that includes Alex Casey as well. Part of like this fictional story that Alan is kind of writing while he's down here in order to, yeah, like I said, progress. Um, but with that being said, it's also not like all of the stuff is just exists within this story, right? Like all of this stuff does have connections and correlations to real, into things in the real world, right? Or in, you know, yeah, in the real world essentially. Um, so like obviously like the cult stuff is very much tied to like the cult of the tree that Saga's dealing with. Um, I'm sort of the torchbearers are also probably relevant to something as well. Um, and like all of this stuff doesn't exist just within fiction that Alan is writing. Like all of this stuff does technically exist in the real world as well. And like he's pulling from things in the real world, like he's being inspired by things, um, whether intentionally or unintentionally. So there's a lot of kind of vagueness to how that works, which I think is really interesting actually. And I love how you can glean different connections of like, is Alan actually creating all of this stuff? Um, or did this stuff already happen and Alan's just kind of getting inspiration from it in the real world? Like, there's a lot of kind of questions about that sort of thing. Um, so yeah, that's basically what the last episode was about. Was essentially Alan trying to like write his way forward by using like a fictional narrative in order to kind of reshape the Dark Place. Because that's how the Dark Place works: is that you use the typewriter and you kind of reshape it into whatever you want it to be. Um, so that's how Alan kind of finds his way through all of this stuff. But obviously there are overlaps. Like here with Nightingale, um, him kind of appearing here as well as in the real world on the park bench is an overlap, right? Like he's been murdered in two different ways by two different cults at the same time, which is very strange and very mysterious, and I really like that. Um, I like the kind of ambiguity to that, like this overlap, the overlapping nature of the story, and like different things kind of coinciding with other things. So yeah, that's basically the gist of what happened last episode. And also, this area looks very much like the foundation from Control. If you remember that area with like the massive pillars and like where we found Artie and everything, this place looks very similar to that, which I think is not a coincidence. Um, and yeah, obviously the heart being here and then disappearing and ending up in the real world in the refrigerator that Saga finds is also not a coincidence. Um, and also, kind of like, I guess the idea of like the chronology of the story is really interesting, right? Because like this takes place technically in the past, maybe, like while Alan was in the Dark Place, before we see him escape at the end of chapter 3, I think it was Return 3. Um, before we see him, escape the Dark Place and interact with Saga. Um, this is basically Alan's experience in the Dark Place, but at the same time, him interacting with Saga in this moment kind of contradicts that because it's like how could he interact with her um, right before he runs into her in the real world? And then there's also all the stuff with Tim Breaker, like you know appearing and like or disappearing, I should say, in the real world and ending up down in the Dark Place during Alan's story. Like there's a lot of weird questions regarding the chronology of events, which I think is interesting to think about as we play.
Who was writing who? Who was writing this poem? Me? No.
Yeah, you're not a poet, Alan. We all know one poet slash filmmaker, and that's Thomas Zane. Yeah, the writer of the first word, not the writer of the last, with the terror of the light and the shadows cast. Your third eye now open to project the night. This is the moment to write. This is the ritual to lead you on. Your friends will meet him when you are gone. Yeah, it's the Mr. Scratch thing. That's really cool though. What's the idea of a third eye? Like the thing in Alan's forehead at the beginning, right? Like the glowing light in his forehead, as well as he keeps like touching his forehead whenever he wakes up before like the talk show segments. So interesting idea of the third eye. Okay, so we can't head back there because the dark presence blocked off our path. It's like a cave in. We've got to progress through here. Oh, an echo. I'm also aware that I missed a bunch of like secrets on the map. Yeah, like I missed this secret, this secret. Um, actually, only just two apparently, I guess, which is really good. But I can always come back. I think eventually, like later on, we can come back down into the subway and I can get these collectibles. So I'll do that later on in the playthrough. Maybe in like an episode or two from now, I'll go back down into the subway and get all these different collectibles and things with a light shift saw. Yep. So that should be fine. Surprised I got almost all of it actually. Thought I missed like way more secrets. A ton more secrets than that. Okay, let's get the second.
Stepping to the murder site, I'd felt it.
Oh, that's
hanging
cool.
In the air.
That's so cool. The overlay.
Meaning, the violent emotion of the act, like a cloud of wrath.
That's awesome.
Dead eyes of the victim staring at something you couldn't see, and yet making you aware of it.
It's so weird to see.
Soaked into this place on a molecular level.
See Alex like
your meaningless existence.
Alex becoming a part of Alan's story here.
Aggression
It's really
was
interesting.
Something you had managed to forget, marking you, taking you for a ride, making you crazy.
I love the gravel in James McCaffrey's voice. It's so cool. But yeah, like the idea of Alex Casey existing in the real world as well as in the dark place is really interesting. Especially when this version of Alex is part of Alan's story. He's using his own fictional detective to kind of progress through the dark place. Okay. I don't like this area. That tunnel. I also have no idea where we are. This feels like we'll be connected to the surface, actually. To New York. Please don't tell me it actually is. Parliament Tower Plaza. Nothing new on that sign. Where are we? Oh, we're back here. What the fuck? Of course we're just back here. My god. Yeah, so like that's the thing about the Dark Place that I failed to realize in the last episode was that there were some impossible loops that we shouldn't have been able to do. Like going down a bunch of going up a staircase, while we're like, elevated in the air and then ending up on ground level and that sort of thing. So if you go back to the first episode, you might notice some of those like impossible loops that we might have done, which I think is really cool. It's an element that's borrowed from Control actually, which I think is really cool. The idea of like a shifting place and like not knowing exactly where you are at all times. Some more resources. I think I got that word of power. So I got these containers, which is very nice. There's one there as well that I missed. Okay. Man, it's so good that we get to just exit like that. Parliament Tower Plaza. So this has changed now. It's not Caldera Street Station, it's Parliament Tower Plaza. Interesting. So yeah, once again, we're reshaping reality. But things aren't quite what they seem in the Dark Place. Oh, the Dark Place, opening soon. A photography and videography exhibition by Alice Wade.
The station had changed.
Cool,
I
yeah.
was closer now.
That's what I was saying, Alan. Everything's changed. Oh, this game is awesome. I'm really into it, if you can tell already. Oh, man. So fascinating. Oh, flat, nice. Okay, good. Okay, so that's my down. I have trauma pads and medkits, but I don't have any painkillers. Okay. Oh? Oh my god. Alan always has to say he's a writer, which I think is really funny. Yeah, that is true. He is outside of time.
Remember, its dark energy can make art come true, make dreams and nightmares come true. Yes, I can use this. I need to use this. Hungry, monstrous things out there, plotting to stop me, to devour me, become me. Oh no.
Ooh, cool. I love that they keep bringing that stuff back. The whole idea of the TV screens popping up in the environment and Alan in the writer's room talking about everything. It's really interesting. Okay. Don't know if these are expanded in here.
Ryder, I write.
I might just double check.
Is the key. Art is the key to find my way out of the dark place. I can't forget this. Don't you fucking forget this. I'm in the dark place. I'm outside time and space.
I don't think there's going to be anything new here, but I might as well just double check, you know.
An ocean of darkness.
It's also cool to see it like up close, you know,
Dark energy can make art come true, make dreams and nightmares come true.
especially when this is live action footage.
I need to use this. Hungry, monstrous things. They're plotting to stop me, to devour me, become me. Oh no.
Yeah, I don't think we got anything new out of that, but still, it's cool.
Stepping to the murder site,
Yeah, okay, that's nothing new, I don't think. Okay. Has
I
anything
had a new
changed
beat for
here?
the story.
Yeah, no, nothing's changed here. But we have a new beat for the story, which is summoning ritual, I think. And we can also go back to those areas later on in the subway and kind of like reshape reality, right? Like the murder site, like the collapsed tunnel, derailed train, and Caldera Station. And we can reshape reality using all of our different, like different kind of scripts, or whatever they're called. There's so many terms, but yeah, we can use those to reshape reality in different ways later on, obviously. But right now, let's head back. You're probably no. I'm not gonna take this light. I have one light. Oh boy, it's very dark. Back into the rain we go.
Parliament Tower. Our
Oh,
home in
that's
New
so
York.
cool.
Was I really this close to being home?
No,
Going
no
up
way.
to our apartment? Would I be home? Or was this just an echo of the real thing?
It's definitely an
Being
echo
on
of the real
Murder's
thing.
side had brought me one step closer to escape.
I still wonder how Alan escapes out of all of this, you know? Like, what specifically changes and what specifically happens that allows him to escape? Really weird to think about. Because I missed so many secrets here. I promise we'll do all this stuff later on. Like, I think during my cleanup episode of the station, I'll also, like, go around and collect all of these things as well. So that way we're making, you know, good side content progress as well as progressing the story. Right now, I'm going to progress the story and head to Parliament Tower. Parliament Tower Plaza and Parliament Tower. Well, I wonder if these other areas are going to shift as well. Like, I wonder if the FPC is going to show up here as well. Like, that would be bonkers if Alan got to enter the FPC. That'd be so sick. Okay. Let's head to Parliament Tower then. And hopefully not encounter any enemies. Oh boy. This game is fucking with my head in the best of ways. I love it. It's endlessly fascinating. It also requires a lot to kind of process the different layers of the narrative. Is that the phone? That's the phone.
Time loses meaning here. How long have I been trying to escape?
What's
Long
that
enough
say?
for Alice to think I'm dead.
In loving memory of Alan Wake. Author and the husband. He always has to be named an author first. Beyond anything. Very funny.
Payphone at the edge of the plaza was ringing again.
Yeah. Alright, I'll pick you up. What's up, whoever you are?
Hey, Alan. Thank God he picked up. I thought I lost you again.
Who are you? Why are you helping me?
Did you go deeper? To the overlap?
Are you talking about the murder site? Yeah, I did. I
That's fantastic, Alan. We're closer to getting out. We're making progress.
Who's we?
We would be if you would answer my damn questions.
Last time we spoke, you were pretty worried about Alice. Did you ever
Huh.
check Parliament Tower? To make sure she really got out of the dark place?
Well, of course
Oh,
she got out.
God.
That's why I'm here. That's the whole goddamn point.
Be very careful, Alan. The dark
Huh.
presence is stealing from you. It can already manifest as your double. Scratchable.
Oh, interesting.
Wait, hello?
So Mr. Scratch is a manifestation of the dark presence then. Interesting. That does make sense. Oh god, this looks so beautiful. Holy shit. Unreal. Okay, I'll explore all of this later on. But for right now, I just want to kind of progress the story. Yeah, I wonder if that's Thomas Zane on the phone. I feel like that would make a lot more sense. If it were Thomas that was trying to like help, that was trying to help us, but also in a very cryptic way, and also in a very suspicious way. Yeah, so I'm gonna try and keep my flashlight off for certain sequences because I don't want to attract the Taken or like the shadows or whatever. I can hear them all around me. Parliament Tower, huh? It's an echo in here. What is this echo?
Writer. Writer. Maybe he was a victim.
My controller rumbled when that
The
happened. It was
cult,
really cool.
using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way, Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things. It was
Interesting.
there in her art for all to see.
These
Cry
overlaps
for
are so
help.
cool.
The darkness she'd witnessed. And that put her in danger.
Was Alice here? In the story?
No way. I feel like this is the dark place messing with Alan. There's no way Alice is still here. She escaped. It does make me wonder how she's going to factor into the real world stuff as well. She's in the real world. We don't have a map, do we? No. Okay. Getting like FPC vibes here. Like I'm definitely getting FPC vibes. What the fuck? The elevator looks like it's from the FPC. Strange. So how did it appear? We didn't summon it. Elevators. Yeah, this looks like FPC shit. I don't know. All this house shenanigans. Any music? No? Damn. So how you guys doing? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Haunting Initiation 3. Okay, cool. We're starting Initiation 3 then.
Alice's photo equipment. Set to go off when the door opens.
Ah, that makes sense. Yeah, that was something we found out about in Control, I think, in the DLC. Alice has set up cameras everywhere in her apartment to capture like images of some kind of like dark entity harassing her, which was probably Mr. Scratch, to be honest. That was cool though. Didn't get jump scared though. So far so good. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Alice!
Damn. Interesting. I feel like the apartment is different. This doesn't feel like the one from the first game. I don't know if I want to touch this stuff just yet, though. I want to go over here first. Yeah, the apartment is definitely different. Oh, spiral door. Just like in the Ocean View Motel from Control.
This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books. This symbol wasn't here before.
Yeah. Spiral imagery everywhere. Loops and things. Yeah, this is a completely different apartment. What the hell? Huh. Interesting. Nope. I'll head through there. Weird. Wonder why this is different.
Alice's video camera.
Look at the memory card.
No memory card inside.
Okay, we have an objective now, which is good. So I'll get the memory card, but I won't activate it just yet. Okay, what's this? Video art dark on screens, malt. Focal point of the dark place. Interesting. Yeah, I love that they made Alice a photographer. Like, it's a really cool juxtaposition compared to Alan, who's a writer, obviously. I love that Alan always has to introduce himself as a writer as well. It's a great bit. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer. We know Alan. We're very much aware. Part 1, huh? That's the video
Alice's
card.
memory card.
Memory card, I should say. Part 1, huh? Also, dirty plates everywhere. I'm not going to use the video card with the memory card just yet. Or the memory card with the video camera, I should say. Because I want to go back to the bedroom. Don't mind me, Alice, I'm just running through the house like a crazy person. Like a Mr. Scratch, of course. Okay. What's in here?
Alice,
Pick photos for exhibition posters.
this is a photo of Scratch.
Yeah.
How did Alice get this? Is he
Oh, yeah.
stalking her?
Is that Alice? Looks like Alice over here. Cool. Yeah, there was one really creepy photo that I showed in the Control DLC, the Alan Wake DLC for Control, of Alan like screaming, but that wasn't Alan. That was Mr. Scratch. Oh, what was the coat hanger on the door? He's trying to like keep something in. Oh, I knocked it off, so that's bad. Okay, gotten everything then. Let's do this. Oh, oh, right. Memory card from Alice's video camera. Okay, let's see what happens, shall we? Oh shit. There she is.
When I was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money.
Oh boy, yeah.
He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it.
Oh,
I was
Alice.
taking photos, just not my
I feel
photos.
bad for her.
And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right?
Yeah, there was a lot of conflict in
We
their
loved
marriage.
each other.
That is also true.
Then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like.
Yeah, he was very mean in the first game.
I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington.
Emil Hartman,
I
baby.
didn't tell him until we got there.
Oh god.
We argued.
Yeah, Alan
Things
said
went
some
wrong.
really mean shit.
Then he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly. It's easy for people to think it was my fault.
Oh god. That's, yeah, I can
Hell,
see how that would
do
happen.
too sometimes.
I really feel bad for Alice. She deserved better than all of this.
About 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me.
Yeah, I don't think that was Alan. It has to be Mr. Scratch.
Then it got violent.
Jesus. Okay.
It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster. He always did have anger in him. I set up cameras around the apartment with motion sensors and flashes. Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art. My nightmares caught on film.
Huh.
And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew.
Oh, the lights flickering.
I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
Oh, the lights flickering. I don't like that. Now, her performance was
Alice.
phenomenal.
Scratch was terrorizing her.
Oh.
Why?
Oh. Dark place. The Art of Alice Wake. That was wild. And I really feel bad for Alice, man. She deserves to be free of all of this bullshit that Alan is, dealing with. But yeah, I was her performance was phenomenal in that. That was really great acting, and I love that it was live action as well. You can really showcase the nuances of her performance by doing that. It's really really cool. That was a great sequence. I love that. Also, the idea of like turning, violence and darkness and all of that into art is very very meta, which I think is interesting. It's really cool. Oh boy, The Dark Place, the Art of Alice Wake. What the fuck? Mr. Scratch? Oh shit, what is this?
I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story.
Oh my god, his hair is so long.
Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out. The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looked me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room.
Okay.
But there was no one here writing.
Oh shit. He's been shot in the head. Okay. Returned by who? Who wrote it? Oh fuck. That was so cool. What the hell? That was horrifying. Okay, that's just the end of that fucking 20-minute episode. What the hell? No. Okay, wow. Jesus. I mean, I'm obviously not going to end the episode there. I want to keep going. But, dude, what the hell? Who wrote Return? Oh, sorry, not Return. Initiation. Actually, no, that was Return. Sorry. Who wrote Return? That was so cool. The dark presence appearing behind Alan and, like, destroying his head or whatever, like, taking over him. Like, oh my god. Really creepy. Really unsettling. I do like this song, though. Even though it keeps looping, it's still a cool song. Okay, so that was a fairly short little sequence, but a fairly short little chapter, I guess. Initiation 3, but that was still really cool, though. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the episode going, obviously, because I don't want to just end things here. Give me that sick guitar riff. I'm really looking forward to it. Here we go. Nice. I love that they can expect it every time. It's really fun. Nice. Really cool. Okay. Fairly straightforward little chapter there, but it was cool to see Alice again. Especially in live action. That was really fun. Oh, are we heading back? The other side. Saga. We're back. What the hell am I looking at? Okay, we're back here then. That was cool. Holy shit. A little departure into Alan's story. Experiencing initiation.
Okay.
And now we're back to Return.
Recap what you've told us so far, Alan.
Cool.
For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place.
Yeah.
It's like New York, but it's not New York, and can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron
This game
Lake,
is fucking
it's
awesome.
Not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger, Mr. Scratch, or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable.
Oh.
He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And
Oh.
Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days.
Okay.
You got out of the dark place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people,
Yeah.
making them crazy, bringing the dark place to Bright Falls.
Yes.
Okay.
Fiction coming in contact with the dark place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything like darkness when night falls. But last time
This will be back in 2010.
yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I
Yeah.
stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free. Based on that, there's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker.
Mm-hmm.
Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't
Oh.
happen.
Okay.
If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the dark place, make all this shit go away.
Don't know if it's that simple though.
Look, I know it's batshit crazy. My memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
And talk about dreams. Oh, this is wild. Hey. Again, the simultaneous coffee
Mr.
drink.
Wake. Alan. We've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the dark place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
Huh. Okay. We're back to Saga now. That was seamless, that transition. That was really cool.
It's insane. And there's so much of it.
Yeah. Oh my god. Heard of the cult of
Have
the
you
tree.
ever heard of the cult of the tree?
Creepy bunch, in the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness, possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
The cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
Oh? Really?
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers?
I mean, that does make sense.
How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something?
I mean, it's a fair question, but I don't know. Oh god, there's so many layers to this. Okay. The cult of the tree and the cult of the word, and which one's real, which one isn't. Oh my god. I also love that Saga's mind place is kind of clearly based on this room as well. The deer here, we can interact.
I feel bad for these guys.
Get Saga tied to deer imagery. I also forgot to double check actually, as Saga initially, that we can also double check the deer head in her room, in her mind place.
Wake has more information.
Yeah.
I need to keep questioning him.
That's us leaving. Okay, cool. Good to know. I just want to investigate this version before we head into my mind place. Oh. That's the puddle. Artie and the janitors, huh? Weird. Full on band. It's Artie in the center. That's manual save. Huh, I guess I can do this. 8 hours, Jesus. Shoebox. Good. Okay. Oh man. We also have the map of Bright Falls. Watery, Culture Lake, and everything. Really cool. I also love that we have like an actual like real world version of the case board, which is kind of funny. Like, this is what like Alex Casey's working on while Saga's in her mind place. um, okay, I think that's basically it. So let's head in, see what we can find. Weapon upgrade 9. Can I upgrade? I don't think I can. No. Yeah, I need more manuscript fragments. Okay, we have the map. Yeah, we're in Elderwood Palace Lodge. So, break room, shoebox, janitor's bucket, my car, and a locked door. Okay. Now, there's a lot to explore in just like the main town. This building, all of this stuff as well. Okay, let's go to the case board, shall we? Alan Wake interview.
Wake just gave us a lot of information. But this clicker seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult.
Interesting. I didn't realize that they had the clicker. That's really interesting. Like, how did they get it? I don't think I understand all this, but if Wake is telling the truth, then his magic light switch is the most tangible lead. Let's start there. Where's the clicker? All of the trees in possession of the clicker. I was already looking into the cult. 2 birds, 1 stone. Bulls, interrogate Wake. Let's just investigate all this stuff. We also have profiling to do, but I want to do this stuff first. Cult of the Tree. Cult Goal. I guess I could put this with Cult Goal, maybe? Yeah, cool. Cult working for with someone. Okay. Magical clues. Why work with Scratch? What does the cult get out of it? I mean, I don't know if they're necessarily even doing it to get something out of it. It's just them worshipping him or something. Okay. Wait, I have way more clues there. Clues, main case. The story, background case.
The pages we've been finding are from a horror story called Return, written by Alan Wake. And the contents of this book are coming true. Why couldn't it have been a romance?
I mean, it could be in some alternate reality. Oh my god, so much to unpack. Jesus Christ. Okay. Wake wrote a book in the dark place called Return. Scratch edited it into a horror story. The story's events are slowly becoming true. That's cool. Makes sense that Scratch will start editing Alan's work. But to what end? Dark place and how does story change reality? Rules. There's an entity inside the dark place called the Dark Presence. A lot of clues to place here. My god. According to Wake, the Dark Presence can sometimes take his appearance. How? Why? Flashlight seems to weaken Taken. Oh, never mind. Oops. Light and the Dark Presence. It would make sense that light is effective against the Dark Presence too. There's so many clues here. Yeah. Well, areas are safe from the Dark Presence and the Taken. Scratch and the Dark Presence are interchangeable. When the Dark Presence looks like Wake, it goes by the name Scratch. An evil twin is a bit convenient. Keep an eye on it. It's a bit convenient, but it's fun. In the form of Scratch, the Dark Presence is editing Wake's story. It wants to turn the world into a fucking nightmare. Okay, well, obviously can't let that happen. Fiction coming into contact with the Dark Place is the power to change reality. Oh, wait, no. It has to be this one. Yeah. So whatever you write in the Dark Place becomes reality? Can't be that simple. I mean, it has... it's not that simple. It has to be stuff that's based in reality. So you can't just, like, create people from nothing, right? Like, Alan can't create Saga and Alex Casey from nothing. He has to, like, whatever he writes has to be based on logic and reason, right? Like, when he writes, all of the stuff happening with Saga, it has to be based on how she would react to certain situations, and has to be kind of grounded in that reality in order to become reality, as it were. So it's not just like he can just create things from absolutely nothing, because that's too much power. Like, it's way too powerful if you could do that. Wade was in another world that entire time. The story changes our reality bit by bit. The process is gradual. Okay, that means the effect isn't immediate. There's still time to fix this. How to stop the story. Must get the clicker before Scratch. With the story can be changed, Scratch will be sent back to the dark place. The clicker. Magic light switch. Where do I even start with that? Oh, but we haven't even gotten into fucking Thomas Zane yet, and all of that craziness. If we don't stop it, Scratch will use the story to permanently change reality at the start of Deerfest.
Makes sense.
That only gives us 2 days to stop this. 2 days? Fuck. It's about a strange reality. The dark place merged with ours. This place and the dark place, they each call this area an overlap. No. Oh, the overlap. Page describes the overlap being related to the dark place where Wake was. Enter the Cauldron Link overlap it, reciting the poem. How to enter. God, there are so many yellow post-it notes now. The poem was about a local legend, we just lost heart, about terror. But later. Interesting. Okay. I can't place that last clue, unfortunately. Okay. I think that's basically it. Cool. Okay. We're profiling that. Let's profile Alan Wake then. I don't think anything else has changed around here. The cult and the clicker.
Wake said the cult has the clicker. How does he know?
The writer is the reader. The next chapter, the next chapter, the next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the cult has the clicker.
Ah, okay. He's written all of this.
Wake has a double. Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is
Cool.
here. In Washington. He's hunting Wake.
Huh. Scratch and Wake.
Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice versa.
It's possible. Oh, actually, hang on. Before we do that, manuscript pages, television, radio, upgrades. I had to check this data because I forgot to do that all the other times.
9 remaining.
What? Excuse me?
9 remaining.
What the fuck? What the hell? 9 remaining. How is the deer speaking to me? What the fuck? Oh, some new things to find. Settle for Mayor. Mayor Settle won't roll over on the issues. Interesting. Maybe this thing will update as we find more things relating to the mayor, I'm guessing. Not hard to tell. Yeah, I love that this area is based on that room that we were just in. Very intriguing. Just looking for little secrets and things, if there are any, which I doubt there are. It was just like the mayor Settle thing, and that was it. And the deer, of course. Which, what the fuck? So yeah, if we interact with deer heads in the real world, then this thing updates, I believe. We have 9 remaining, apparently.
Wake's hiding more manuscript pages.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Wake. I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this.
That's also
This
true.
is our job.
Okay. Here.
Oh,
This is all I have. Be careful with them.
huh. Interesting. Learn more about the clicker.
Inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery.
Oh,
Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew her weapon.
ooh. Okay, we're back into the mine place.
Standing inside the trailer at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time,
Okay,
in
so
the
it's in
hands of the
Watery.
Cult of the Tree. Her mind reeled from what the horror story was now claiming about her. Her life, her past. She didn't accept it.
Oh,
She stepped out of the trailer. She needed air. But she wasn't alone. A cultist stared at her from behind a deer mask. She drew her
Classic.
weapon, shouted, ran after him.
huh. Interesting. Yeah, it's so weird to think about Saga being a character in the story, despite being a real person with her own, past and history and everything. And like her reading all of this, like all of this stuff, like all of these manuscript pages foreshadowing events in the future. Like we're going to play directly into those events, which is very unsettling and weird, but I like it. I don't know. It's complicated. 'Cause it's like, we're reading all of this and we're still, we're eventually going to live through these events as well. So it's the idea of like, fiction becoming before reality and that sort of thing. It's interesting. Okay. Switch cases. Trail of the cult. Okay. Standing inside the trailer, yeah. Nice.
The Cult of the Tree has the clicker Wake told me about. They're a part of all this.
Waste clicker in cult possession somewhere in Watery. Trailer significant somehow? Trailer near Watery, huh? Good place to start. Yeah, we're feeding directly into the events of the manuscript, which is very interesting. Especially considering Alan wrote it and then Scratch rewrote it. So we're feeding directly into his hands, essentially. Drive to Watery. Okay.
It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on that flannel.
From now on, you can switch between Alan's and Saga's stories via the bucket in Janet's break room. Feel free to play in whatever order you choose. Cool. That makes a lot of sense. So yeah, we're going to be able to swap between stories. So I'm probably going to continue on with Saga, I think, for a little bit longer. But I really want to switch to Alan at some point because I know that the next chapter is going to be a really big one because I think that's going to be Herald of Darkness. So yeah, I might continue on with Saga until the next break room. And then whenever we get to it, I'll switch back to Alan because I really want to experience Initiation 4 because I think that's going to be one of the coolest sequences in the game. So yeah, I'm going to continue on with Saga and then find the next break room and then swap to Alan and continue his story. And then after that, after Initiation 4, I will switch back to Saga and continue on her story for like maybe another extra chapter. Because the interesting thing is you can switch between the playthroughs whenever you want, right? So you can switch between Alan's story and Saga's story. But I believe at the end, like you have to, like there is an ending to it, obviously. So like when you reach a certain point with Saga, you'll have to switch to Alan in order to finish his story, like the entirety of it, or whatever you haven't done. And then it'll force you to switch back to Saga, I believe. And then you'll go into like the end game essentially. So yeah, we'll have plenty of time to find all the collectibles and secrets and everything before we get to that end game point. So yeah, I'm gonna head to Watery, and then when I find the next break room, I'll swap to Alan for the next episode. It should be kind of straightforward for the rest of this episode, I think. Now we're in Elderwood Palace Lodge, which I didn't explore the first time round. Now I can.
Hi, welcome.
Hey, how's it going? Okay. Oh, this guy's just dancing. Interesting.
Okay. Past favorite Deerfest floats.
Oh.
A yarn puppet monstrosity.
Stuffed moose and squirrels one.
Oh, shouldn't be back here.
Those beady dead marble eyes still give me nightmares.
I do like the vibe of this area.
So
Nice.
who's in for a bet this year?
It's just dancing to nothing.
$100 says there'll be at least one fender bender between the floats.
For that amount of money, you cost
Oh no,
me
he's
so
humming a song.
Yeah, I'm not taking that wager. Too many opportunities for interference.
I like that this guy's just watching me. Very unsettling. Okay. Is there a map here? Yeah, there is. Wait, what's this? Conversation, new choices. What do you mean conversation, new choices? Is it with Alex?
You wrote these pages in the dark
Okay, cool.
place. So why are we finding them here?
I think I wrote them up. I remember writing an endless amount of pages.
Wait, he's written for 13 years.
When this happened before, the pages were being sent from the dark place to help me. Maybe the same thing is happening here.
That's all for now, Mr. Wake.
Ah.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Okay, cool. Glad I resolved that. So just leaving. Explored. Halt of the tree. Oh boy. Where do we put this? Writing part of ritual. Yeah, cool, nice. If Wake is the origin of the pages, then no cult connection, unless the cult is working with Scratch. It's very satisfying to get these on the first go, instead of having to constantly switch between each yellow page, each yellow note, to figure it out. Okay. Story. Lose one. Or later. Yeah. Oh well. Figure that out eventually. Let's check on map. Any conversation choices that I missed? Nope. Excellent. Let's continue our exploration then. I wonder why this person's dancing a lot. Other than just straight up vibing. What? I mean, they're definitely making a mistake, but at the same time, I can't really blame them because a lot of this is very questionable. Please wait to be seated.
Hello and welcome to
Ilmo. Ilmo, where are you?
Coffee-themed amusement park. All of our attractions are family
Yes.
friendly and available to children. of
Yes,
all ages,
Newcastle Brothers commercial.
just like our coffee. So, take a sip of our Oh Dear Diner organic coffee and let the adventure begin.
Oh my god, Ilmo's eyes are so blue.
Hold on for dear life on the Espresso Express.
Not his hat. Not Ilmo's hat.
And some local history at the Huatari Well, where
Huatari
two serial
Well.
killers once
Oh,
hid
Huatari.
disemboweled bodies of their
I get
murdered
it.
victims.
Watery
It's
is
not
watery.
haunted. No.
I love Yako's vibe.
Come join Mocha Moose and the goats
Mocha
at
Moose.
our amusement park petting zoo. Just don't share your coffee with the goats. Seriously, stop feeding our goats coffee.
Oh, okay.
It's not a movie.
That just got so real.
Take in amazing views from the slow roaster Ferris wheel.
Yako, I can barely see you.
I can almost see the Watery Lighthouse trailer park. This is so much fun. And finish off at our beautiful
Oh, not the
gift
foam
shop
finger.
where seniors and children under 10 receive a 9% discount on keychains.
9%
and propane
discount.
tax. Welcome to Cover.
Wow.
We guarantee you'll jaw a great time.
Oh god. Wow, imagine getting a 9% discount on
The
a
third time I've requested something be done.
on a fucking gas canister as a child. That'd be hilarious.
Going on by itself. It's keeping me awake all night.
Yes, sir, I'm terribly sorry for that.
Man, that guy has a great beard.
Called a professional electrician. In the meantime, have you tried unplugging the TV for the night?
Have you tried plugging it out and turning it off and turning it back on again?
Why don't I just get rid of everything I'm paying for in that room while I'm at it? Sleep on the floor. Go to the toilet in the corner. Hey, I'm not unplugging it. You're fixing it.
Of course, sir.
Oh god. Internal customers like that are the worst. Really annoying. Oh my god, that was a great Costco commercial. I love the vibe. It's just so funny. You must have had a great time filming that. Filming them in general. Rifles record. Something about DFS, I don't know. Hard to read. Text was very small. Okay. Anything else around here before I head down the hallway? I'm so glad I found that Costco commercial. It was always really fun.
I can't force it open.
Damn. Nice piano. The vibe of this is really cool. It's very dark down here. Nice at reception. Okay, let's investigate each room then. There's a massive TV here. Pool table and a guitar. Oh, an arcade machine. Death Rally. Oh. Yeah, I can't just activate it. Anything on my map? Oh god, I hate that it zooms like that. It's a bit difficult. Okay, locked door, locked door. Yeah, makes sense. Okay. Oh. Oh, Pat Main's back. Nice. Oh, I hate this. Damn it. Okay, there we go. Oh? Donna, huh? Yeah. This must be our room. Oh, Donna. Oh my god, so silly. What the fuck? These particle effects. Oh, not Tapio. Not Tapio. Oh my god. He's been on the phone the whole time. He's been on the line for like the whole, like, I don't know. He's been on the line for hours. Wait, what? Wait. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, that's very unsettling. I'm so glad Pat May is still around doing his radio broadcasts. After all these years. I mean, he's definitely getting older. You can definitely hear it in his voice, but I'm glad he's still out there, you know, kicking. It's really wholesome. Okay. Hello? Hello? What the fuck?
Hello?
Okay. What are you doing? Is there like a do not disturb sign on there? Yeah. Oh, okay. Strange. Me just investigating all of these rooms. Okay, regarding Cauldron Lake. Maybe this is Alex Casey's room then, next to us. Cauldron Lake, look into the museum room with focus on 2010. Cross reference with old case files from New York City cult. Yeah, because there was an act. That's something I forgot to mention with regards to the stuff that we experienced as Alan, right? Like the whole stuff with the torchbearers and the cult and everything, the cult of the word. Is that like there was also like a real life cult in New York that Alex Casey was investigating, or a real world cult, I should say, that he was investigating back in the day. So maybe Alan's pulling from that, or maybe that cult was inspired by the stuff in the Dark Place. Like there's obviously like a lot of kind of cross pollination of these references and these kind of like inspirations. Like which came first, like this cult in the real world, or the cult in the Dark Place that Alan is writing about, or that Alan just wrote about in the Caldera Street Station. Similarities, commonalities in methodology, part of series. Find out name of good coffee from Dinah. Which got to get your priorities straight, of course. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like this is Alice Casey's room, which certainly makes sense considering how disheveled it is compared to Saga's, which is nice and pretty. But that's also some really good environmental storytelling. Like Alex Casey's room is so much messier than hers. There's coffee cups everywhere. He's obsessed with coffee and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, you can't stop drinking coffee, man. My God, there's so many coffee cups everywhere. What the fuck? I think Alex Casey has a bit of a problem. Yeah, I do like the juxtaposition between both of their rooms. It's really cool. Waiting for a jump scare in the bathroom. Okay, if I close the door, anything? Nothing. Okay. I know this episode is fairly slow, but I'm investigating. I'm having fun. Okay. I don't know why this lady's trying to get into this room so bad. Okay. I don't know whose room this is. Tammy didn't. Oh, this is okay. Ed and Tammy. Okay, Tammy didn't want me to come. I can tell. Not like the trip is even helping. I thought getting out of the city would inspire me, but Bright Falls is just a bunch of trees and empty storefronts. I need to find something. I'm tired of writing one-act plays about how shitty the world is. I thought scathing social commentary would make me feel like a real artist, but I don't know. It's not me. I want to write something weird, something really out there, something authentic. But what? Fuck this town. I don't even want to get into what happened last night. It's weird though. Sitting here in the hotel room, pieces are starting to fall together. An idea for a new play, a space cult burning down the galaxy in some misguided search for TBD. A lone man, an artist, wandering the stars until his destiny puts him straight in the cult's path. All black cast, a musical, a rock opera? Interesting. Cool. Yeah, I wonder how to end timing and factor into the story going forward. Manuscript page? Yes. Ed returns to Cauldron Lake. Okay.
Ed hadn't been the same since his latest show had closed. This wasn't the first time one of his productions had shuttered early. Scathing social commentary in a one-act play wasn't exactly filling seats. When Tammy told him she was taking a research trip to Bright Falls, he decided to tag along. Ed told her he wanted to find inspiration.
Huh.
Really, he just wanted a break from the city. But it was true
That's
that
actually
his
weirdly
spirit
similar to
wanted
Alan's story
find
from the first game.
a voice, a direction, an idea, something authentic to himself.
Weird.
Ed knew he couldn't keep using Tammy's money to fund his playwriting. After the argument with Tammy, Ed stormed out of the diner and drove their rental car back to Cauldron Lake to prove a point. Now standing in the dark woods, the sun hidden by the trees.
Oh, Ed, what are you
wished he
doing?
could remember what that point was. Something about masculinity. He cursed at himself and turned to go.
Of course.
Suddenly, he was blinded by a light in his face. Voices shouted and hands pushed him to the ground. Ed struggled in vain.
Oh shit. What if that was either the cult or maybe it was Thornton and Mulligan? Like, who knows? I hope Ed didn't die. That would be really sad. Donna's jerky review. It was very funny. Okay. Damn it, Ed, why'd you have to go and do that? Fucking stupid ass masculinity and all that. Okay, what's this? Another manuscript page? Tammy writes the ferry.
Tammy tapped her pen on her notebook. Alan Wake had ridden this same ferry into town
Yeah.
when he arrived. This was his entry into Bright Falls. His
Very
first
cool
steps
entry.
across the threshold.
In the first
She
game.
wrote that down. She always found it helpful to walk in the victim's shoes, do what they did, see what they saw. It added great color to the book. Tammy felt raindrops on her face. God, again? She pulled up her hood. The rain just kept coming. She missed New York. So far, this hadn't been the simple research trip she pictured. First the incident at the lake, then the fight with Ed. It's not surprising tempers got hot. They were both on edge after what had happened. Tammy had said some things she regretted. She looked out over the harbor. A chill passed through her. She hoped Ed wouldn't do anything stupid.
Oh boy. Ed did something stupid. Huh. So I'm guessing maybe that's her leaving? I don't know. Hard to say. But I hope Ed's okay. Okay. It's basically that. Where's the bathroom? Different sink layout. It's like a tub in the sink. Interesting. Okay, anything? Nothing? Okay. So I'm still trying to get into that room for some reason. Okay. Also just squeegeeing the windows, or like scrubbing it at least. Okay, is this room?
Opening.
Yeah. Okay, so that's basically it. This area, I think. I double check my map. Yeah. Bunch of locked rooms. Okay, good to know. So let's head back out then. Can I go back here? Don't mind me just invading your personal space. So I'm looking for secrets and things. Nothing. And this whole teamwork streamer thing.
Is there anything else I can help you with, sir? Would you like a complimentary dinner tonight?
Well, that almost makes up for the ineptitude.
Oh my god.
I'm
This
glad
guy.
to hear it.
An asshole. Not the hotel clerk, the customer, I guess. I don't know. Okay, we're back out here. Might call the episode soon, actually, because I kind of want to jump straight into Herald of Darkness next episode. I don't know if I want to actually commit to going to Watering. So I might just explore around Bright Falls for the remainder of this episode. Because that way we can kind of keep progression going. So that way's locked, but
I swear I brought my full kit along.
Riley.
Jules, you didn't forget to pack the EMF reader, did you?
Oh.
Why would I pack your gear? I've got my own to worry about.
Great. Now how am I supposed to measure the energy signatures emitted by paranormal manifestations?
A couple of Ghostbusters over here. Watch your selfie. Or not your selfie, your picture. Whatever. Okay. So I have to get into Billy's boatyard at some point. I imagine I'll get the screwdriver pretty soon in the story. Probably with going to Water. I imagine we'll probably get the screwdriver there. Okay. We can head back here.
Hi there.
Oh, hi. It's the guy scrubbing the window. Okay. Looks like it's locked. God damn it, the map keeps zooming in here. Yeah. Unfortunate. But yeah, I might as well just spend the rest of this episode just exploring around Bright Falls then. Because I kind of want to do that, you know? Maybe we have some time to kill. Because yeah, I do want to start the next episode off directly by going back into the Dark Place and continuing Alan's story and starting Herald of Darkness and all that. The historic Elderwood Palace Lodge at Bright Falls. This building was constructed as a part of one of the early settlements in the greater Bright Falls area. Built in 1898, the building has been both in private and public use through the years and has bravely stood the test of time. In 2015, it was carefully taken apart and relocated here in downtown Bright Falls, where it was rebuilt into its original glory log by log. The Elderwood Palace Lodge reopened in Bright Falls in 2016 and has served its customers faithfully ever since. Cool. Huh. Oh yeah, because I think the Elderwood Palace Lodge might have been in the woods in the first game, maybe, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong about that, but yeah, it was taken apart and relocated. Yeah, 2016. He's been here for 7 years. That's cool. Yeah. This guy's still fishing. Oh, nice. Terry Feldman? Let's go! I've no idea who that is. Damn. Damn, Terry. Oh. Oh my goodness. That's so wacky. How neat is it? That's pretty neat. Damn, Pat. Really, really spreading the word. Oh? Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, Pat. Oh? Well, hang on. What the fuck? I feel like Pat might have dementia, which is, if that's the case, then that might be really, really sad. Oh, Pat. This is way sadder than I thought it was going to be. Oh, Pat. I don't know about this. Huh. I don't know what that means yet. Because like I said, Pat is getting up there in his years. So maybe he is having dementia, which would be really, really sad. Because I don't think, obviously Wendy's not like a Taken that's come back to life or anything, that's giving him beef jerky. That'd be a bit silly. So I feel like he might just genuinely be losing his memory. Which, that's devastating. Okay. It's still flooded, I guess. Oh, we're just walking through. Okay. Oh, can't read that. Damn. Damn, Saga. She gives 0 fucks, huh? Whoops. Let's head around here.
How are you?
Doing good, sir. How are you? Yeah. Outwood Pass Lodge. Okay, might head down the street and then loop back around.
Enjoy your day.
You too? Huh. Oh man, the coffee thermos people aren't here anymore. Damn it. That's a shame. Okay, can I open you?
I need something to cut this.
Damn. I also forgot about the stream site stash. That was, we'll head back there eventually, back into the Cauldron Lake area. And I've got some of the things that I missed around that area.
How's it going?
Including an inventory upgrade that I wasn't able to get, unfortunately. Can't do that. Yeah, I missed some things around the Bright Fort, or the Cauldron Lake area, that I'll go back and get later on. Including an inventory upgrade that was actually a bug, I think. But I think I got a patch that might have fixed it. Yeah, I can't climb up that for some reason. I don't know what the sounds I'm hearing are. Okay.
Hi.
I love that random people just say hi every now and then. Okay. I apologize for this episode being very slow, but I feel like it's a bit of a, it's nice to kind of like decompress from everything that we've experienced in the story before we jump right back into it next episode, you know? That's to kind of like, you know, relax and just take a beat, explore around. Okay, anything changed in here?
Yoko, we're going to
Yes,
Oga
yes,
House
where are you?
to drink some brewskis. Are you coming? No, Ilmo. I'm
Oh,
very
Yako.
busy wearing a turtleneck and drinking wine like an asshole. Oh dear, I know what Yako needs. I'm a beer to the rescue.
Oh my god. I'm a beer cans do not fly.
Bring out your inner Wolverine with Ama beer.
Oh my god. Oh my god, the fucking effect. Oh my god, look at Yako.
Party ever. Thanks, Ama beer. Ama beer is a traditional.
Yo, Yako's ready to party, baby.
Drink it the Finnish way. At the bar while actively avoiding small talk with strangers. Getting blackout drunk on a boat during midsummer and trying not to drown.
Oh no, Yako.
In the sauna.
In the
using a
sauna.
beer can to hide your pippeli from wondering eyes.
Not the pippeli.
Tradition of Kalsarikennit, drinking at home alone in your underwear with no intentions of going out.
Yo,
Sad if it's intentional.
the Finnish lifestyle fucking rules.
Alma beer, your Finnish drinking.
Please drink
adventure
responsibly.
starts here.
The half cut off line at the bottom. Unless you're in a Wolverine. I'm so glad I'm getting more of these, and I'm coming back and experiencing them everywhere.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Oh,
I
man.
recommend a slice of pie with some coffee.
I mean,
You can't go wrong
you're
with
nice.
that.
You're nice, but it just doesn't hit the same without Rose, man. Gotta have Rose in here. Oh well. This is the bear from the commercial. Don't touch. I'm assuming the Costello brothers put that up there. With the sign on there that said don't touch. And the one on the TV over here as well that said don't touch. God damn, so funny.
So, I'm thinking of pre-gaming at my place before Deerfest.
Oh?
Drinks, snacks, some charades maybe. Interested?
This will be my 15th Deerfest. I feel like that calls for some celebration.
Remember the time you fell off the float?
Oh
and
my
almost
God.
got ran over?
Only from your stories, funnily enough.
I hope you guys are enjoying me exploring around, by the way. Because I'm having a good time. Like, this is really fun. Yeah, there's a deer head here that we investigated earlier. And this creepy ass fucking mug that I still hate. Can't express how much I hate that thing. I don't think we got anything new for this stuff. Yeah, this is screwdriver we need.
I need a tool to get this open.
Yeah. Okay. Hello? Man, this, might be the weirdest bathroom visit I've ever had in a video game. There's two people randomly in here. The door open and everything. What the fuck?
It doesn't budge.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pretend like I didn't experience any of that in the bathroom. What the fuck? That was, very strange.
You fellas let me know if you need anything, alright?
Okay, we're done in here. Let's head back over here then. Guys, setting up the DFS. No extra stuff only. Can't go back here like in the first Alan Wake. There's Clam House. Oh man. I'm enjoying exploring around at least.
Yay.
Oh, this should change the my place. Center is better.
better.
I don't know about that. Although I don't actually know who the mayor is. In general. Assuming this area's changed, yeah. Looks like it. Okay, nothing's really changed. It's just a little sticky note. It says the thing we already knew. The center is better, apparently. I'll head up that road after going down here, I think. We can even go down here. It doesn't look like I can, actually. This is a park above me. Okay. There's a park here that we can go into. Oh, the dog. Where's the dog?
Come on, Saga. Time to get back to work.
Okay, yeah, we can't go down here. That makes sense. Because obviously this entire town isn't explorable. Okay, grand reopening. The Founders Park was relocated here. Oh yeah, because I think we visited it in the first game, but it was in a different location. As our small town keeps growing, we are sure you'll find this placement for the park every bit as wonderful and relaxing as the previous one. Welcome to the new and improved Founders Park.
Oh no, oh no, oh no! What will become of my birds now?
Bird feeder.
Where will they go? Who will feed them?
Oh.
Fly away, find a happier place. Go while you still can.
That's the same character model from in the bathroom, actually.
Now why'd you go and do that? Stomping around like that and scaring the poor little things.
Run! Run, son! We've angered the bird lady. Oh my god. We're getting flashbacks to Spider-Man 2 and Breath of the Wild.
And what about old Margaret? Where will I go? Who will I look after when all my little friends are gone?
If you play Spider-Man 2, you know exactly what I'm referring to. Oh boy. Really sad. Should be lunchbox here.
Another Alex Casey lunchbox?
Yes. You wouldn't believe how hard it was to track down these lunchboxes. Thank goodness for the internet. Nice. Should be able to get another upgrade, actually. What the fuck? Is that like a generator? Okay, what are you up to? These people's outfits are very interesting. Very unique. Some overall straps. This person's still trying to take a selfie, I guess. Okay. I think there's anything over here.
Too late for my birds.
Oh, Margaret.
Too late for me.
Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna head back in here and I'm gonna... Actually, I'll still weapon upgrade first. Okay. Service pistol. Magazine passed by 50%, yes please. Need more
Saga
bullets.
had lost count of how many shots she'd fired, but she was sure it must have been more than she had in her magazine. And yet, she'd not run out of ammo. As if the magazine had grown to fit more bullets. She fired again.
Nice. Yeah, I'm done with the pistol now. I'm not gonna upgrade the auto fire thing because I don't want to do that. Next is gonna be shotgun time. Obviously, I'm gonna get the reload speed for that. Oh, hang on. Okay. I think there was another thing on the case board, yeah. One of the lunch boxes. Okay. Over here. Rifles. This was just left out in the park for anyone to find. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more left. Makes sense. Okay, let's head back over here.
I know.
Oh.
What was she even doing out there? And at that time of night? She was what? Digging at what? I'm telling you, that woman's not all there.
Oh? I wonder who they're talking about. I don't know if they're talking about Margaret or maybe Cynthia Weaver. Maybe Rose. A lot of options. Okay, heading down this street. What's this? BFF's poster. It's so cool how many like little side characters there are around the place. To discover just doing certain things in the environment. Cleaning windows, putting up posters, campaigning for the mayor, and that sort of thing. Okay. Let's close up this little loop. Exploring around. I haven't missed anything, right? Containers. Nope. Okay. Should be back at the dino. So let's head back through here. See what else we can find. Yeah, I'm really enjoying like the slow burn vibe of this episode more than like the last couple ones.
Can't open this with my bare hands.
Okay. That should be on the map now, hopefully. Yeah. So once I get these tools, I can come back and open up these areas that I'm discovering now, which is going to be very useful. I can't open that door for some reason. Can I open this door? Nope. Strange.
Hey.
Oh, hello? Okay. Let's head back around here then. this place? Bank of Bright Falls. Okay. Let's turn bias. Interesting. This place is closed off, which is good.
Gotta remember to buy stuff for taco night. Hot sauce, extra.
Traffic officer.
Show Pete who's who.
Oh shit. Exposed.
Watch out for the Deerfest prep work.
I will do. Do not enter, wrong way. I'm assuming this is gonna turn me around if I go up here. Yeah, it looks very deep,
I'm
undetailed.
not done here yet.
You can kind of tell which areas you can't explore in video games by looking at the environments. Like, these buildings are very much not detailed up there. Like, there's enough there, obviously. Like, it's fine, but if you like really look at it, it's like that stuff really isn't as polished as all these other locations, like Dream Tools and Hardware and that sort of thing. That's just like the nature of video games. It's cool though. I like it.
Have a nice day.
Antique attic and vintage finds. We can't go in here. I imagine we probably can't go in a lot of these places. Oh? Corey the Con. Yeah, I like this kind of underlying thread to all of these radio broadcasts. It's a lot darker than I thought it was going to be. Oh no. More like Jim Figureless. Oh god. I'm sorry. Okay. Oh, we have a competition for Mayor Setup. Oh, why is that? Oh, of course. Damn. Damn, Jim. Oh, Pat. Oh my goodness. I mean, there are a lot of disappearing Pats. Damn, Jim really just took over Pat's whole show. Oh, poor Pat. That did not go according to plan. Oh boy. Sorry, we're closed. Okay. I'm assuming this is also a dead end. Yeah.
I need to find my way back.
Okay. Let's have the sheriff's station. Don't know if anything's gonna have changed in here, but we might as well just double check real quick.
How many times do I have to tell you? She's gone missing.
Are you sure she's not just avoiding your call?
Why would she do that? I'm a lovely person.
Open.
I'm a lovely person. Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah.
In the sky.
So I can't believe Tim is in the dark place of all places.
It's staring at me.
What the fuck? It's just so bonkers to think about Tim ending up in the dark place. Like, and also the timeline of everything. Like, is that the past? Is that happening simultaneously? Is that, you know, how many times has Tim been down there? Like, who knows? It's all just very complicated. I don't have all the answers yet. Yeah. Anything happen? Anything change here? No, doesn't look like it.
Make sure to write down that he's never done this before. He always comes home right after work, or at least calls to let me know he'll be late.
Mulligan and Thornton told everyone to stay out of the basement. And now, they're nowhere to be found.
Oh?
I bet they're just trying to get out of work.
I wonder where
Let's
they
not
went.
assume the worst of our colleagues.
Yeah, God forbid.
It's fun. Yeah, I wonder where Mulligan and Thornton went then. There's probably not going to be too much to find around here, especially considering I don't have like tools yet, like the screwdriver and whatnot, or bolt cutters.
It's not opening.
Ah, damn. They locked it off. That's a shame. But at least it says expiration time now. Okay. That was fairly straightforward. Okay, went to the park. This is Main Street. Oh, I see. Like these dotted lines are basically where the points of no return essentially, or like basically like the areas where the boundaries of the map essentially, I should say. That makes a lot of sense. Yes, we can't go down that road. But might as well try it. There are so many lunchboxes around here that I haven't been able to find. Yeah.
This is
Turn
not
around.
the right way. I have a
Running
case to
down the
get
road.
back to.
I know, Sokka, I'm sorry. Sorry I'm forcing you to do all this.
Hello, how's it going?
It's going alright. How are you? I say, even though they're never going to answer. What the fuck? Gunshots? Yeah, I'm walking on the mower. I don't want to walk on the mower. I wonder where all these lunchboxes are that I can't find just yet. So I feel like I've been fairly thorough exploring. I can't head back there either. It seems like all the exploration I can really do around here for now. So yeah, when we get like the screwdriver and the bolt cutters, I'm assuming, eventually, I'll head back around here. Yep, so that should be it. Okay, so, what happens if I select the car? Oh, I can go back to Cauldron Lake. Okay, this is good. Which basically means I can go back and get the collectibles that I missed. Okay, so I'm probably going to get the inventory upgrade at least. Because I missed it the first time. And I really want to get it. Because yeah, like the inventory upgrade glitched out. But then I downloaded a patch the other day that should hopefully have fixed it. And if it didn't, then that's going to be a huge bummer. Also means I'm going to have to experience some combat against Saga. Oh, the magazine upgrade, 18 bullets, nice. Yeah, let's check on map, because I did miss an upgrade down here, I think. Yeah, so I'm not going to explore like all of this stuff just yet, because I don't have the screwdriver. But once I do, I'll come back and explore like the stream side area, and then the rental cabin area. But for right now, I just want to head back down and get the inventory upgrade before I continue on to Watery. So that way I can have a much easier time in that section with all the resources I'm going to collect. Let's get rid of these. Okay. So I'll see you guys when I get the inventory upgrade. Or if anything else interesting happens on the way down. Okay, so hopefully the inventory upgrade should be here. Yes. Okay, thank fucking God. That was one of those things that I wasn't able to get last time. Because, yeah, like I said, it glitched. Which was very annoying. Yeah, because like I need as many inventory slots as I can get, especially when I get new weapons and things. Especially in like the upcoming chapters. Switch cases. Not the cult stashes. Okay. I got a new clue, didn't I? Oh, strange. I thought I did. Let me just double check. Okay, never mind. But we now have more inventory slots. Excellent. Just what I needed. So yeah, once I get a new weapon, I should be able to equip it instead of having to discard items and stuff. Okay, so now I'm just going to head back, I think. And I'm going to call it an episode. Okay, we're now back at the investigation room with Alan, who's having an existential crisis once again. And ask Casey, who's trying not to fall asleep. So yeah, I'm probably going to save here, and then we'll pick things up next episode by switching realities and starting Alan's next chapter, which I believe is going to be the Herald of Darkness one, which I'm so excited about. I mean, it's going to speak for itself, obviously, once we get to it, but it's going to be really exciting. I think that's the next chapter for Alan, at least. So yeah, and I know, it's been a while since we last played this saga, but I just want to do one more episode as Alan. Just to experience Herald of Darkness before we jump back into Saga's story and we commit to like maybe 1 or 2 chapters from her point of view. So yeah, I'm gonna click save again, manual save. And this episode's running a bit long, and it was fairly slow, but I enjoyed like a nice kind of like a reset, before we jump back into the story and things get even crazier. Like we're gonna head to Watery next in Saga story, and we're gonna head back into the Dark Places Island. So I feel like this was a nice episode to kind of like reset and to kind of take a break, catch our breaths after the last episode. So yeah, as always, hit the like button, subscribe, ring the notification bell, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear what you guys thought of this episode, and particularly like Alice's story, and like her kind of recovery and like nightmares and everything, and all of that post Alan Wake 1. So yeah, I'd love to hear what you guys thought down in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next episode for part 6 of Alan Wake 2.